Greetings and salutations. I'm Zook, your lovable dungeon master, and welcome to Geeks Anonymous. We are joined here with Kaz, Dolphy, and Sig, and we're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah,
Yay!
it's been a little while, but we're picking it back up. So before
Finally!
we before we head into things, a few announcements. All of the music you will be hearing tonight is from Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech. You can go to incompetech.com and you can download just a whole bunch of royalty-free music that you won't get DMCA striked for, so that's pretty cool. Also, the miniatures that you will be seeing on the minimap are from, most of them anyways, are from Hero Forge. Hero Forge has given me the go-ahead to use their minis on my streams, and you can actually go to a referral link down in, if you're watching on YouTube, it's not in the description below. I don't have it on Twitch yet, but I really should do that. But yeah, I think that's all of the announcements.
I get high by sniffing these candles. Sorry.
All right, so this is the 4th episode of Oops All Wizards. I thought there were more, but
I was gonna say, is it really only the
or
fourth?
is it 5th? I think it's the 5th. But yeah, no, it's
I know
we're
one of
not
them
that far
got
into
split
it.
into 2,
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
but I could have sworn there was more than 4.
All right, let me change the music here. Playlist. Go to.
Excuse me, I'm smelling candles, so if you just hear me snort.
Nice.
Don't snort the candles.
Look, I have a candle that smells like vanilla cookie crunch, and then I have another candle that smells like strawberries and cream. I want to get high off of these because they smell so good.
I have
Oh.
I
ice cream in
burned
the freezer.
the strawberries and cream one too much that it doesn't have much of a smell. I need to buy a new one.
I'm on TikTok way too much because my brain just wanted to sing the berries and cream song. So
I know that went viral again. That's so crazy.
it did.
All right.
So this is chapter 5.
Yes, this is chapter 5. Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick little recap to catch people up and probably catch the players up because it's been so long. All right, so in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, no, I'm just kidding. In the last episode of Oops All Wizards, Headmaster Paith has informed the students that the blue dragon Yun Teeth, who ruled over the large majority of the Saban dunes of western Sarithius, has been slain. The town of Sibata and Isaru-san came together with their militias and took out the power-obsessed beast. The lair of the beast, however, remains a mystery. The College of the Frozen North has been hired to hunt down the lair's location and find the draconic horde undoubtedly left behind by the dragon. Due to their prowess during the battle game with Professor Skunk, Headmaster has decided to keep Luddy, Visca, and Zinni together on the team to Yaru-san. It would be their decision on who the 4th member would be, with the rest being stationed in Sibeta. The decision would be a difficult one, and though their first inclination would be to bring Madi, they decided the mission comes before preference. Abir would have been a great choice with his knowledge of the area, but his personality would be a clashing force. In the end, the 3 decided to go with Eliusia due to her knowledge of savanna and desert-like terrains, her prowess in combat, and her skills with necromancy. There is a boon to being able to acquire information from not only the living, but the dead as well. One of the members of the Wayfarers Guild takes the students to the teleportation circle, where he effortlessly transports the first team to Sibeta. Due to its lack of teleportation circle, however, the team going to Iarusan would have to rely on the teleportation spell. The team was teleported to the correct location, but unfortunately emerged inside of a nearby boulder. The spell ejected them to the nearest unoccupied space, but this would cause the students unneeded damage from the force of the manifestation. Entering the city, they gather their bearings and begin exploring. Finding the bazaar, Visca found a journal that might be of interest to the party, outlining a possible location of an automaton named Vorn. Otamu, the vendor, says that he will pay the students a sum of 2,000 gold pieces should they return with the automaton. Taking this into consideration, they mark the whereabouts on the map and continue on their search for a cartographer. They heard that there is one of that the regulars in Darktooth Tavern, though being able to gain her assistance might prove to be a challenge. To gain her respect, it is quite possible they will have to face her in combat in the arena, known as the Pit.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
So that's basically where we left off. The four of you, kind of are heading into Darktooth Tavern at this point. And as you get a look into the tavern, the doors open up, kind of like a Western saloon sort of thing.
Oh no!
And you push
my weakness.
You push them open and you see like a few denizens in various locations. It's about half full at this point, but something very abruptly blocks your view as you are face to face with a very large bare stomach in your faces. Looking up, you see a large ogre that stands about 10 feet tall, and he's looking down on you and goes, "Hey, you not from here?" And he stands in your way. What do you guys do?
Like a health potion.
You drink a health potion? All right, go ahead. That's 2d4 plus 2 if it's a regular one. What kind of health potion is it?
Hold on, I have to... Where is it in my equipment? It is a potion of healing, just a regular potion.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Which one is the die 4 again?
It's it's the triangle one, the one that looks like a pyramid.
2d4.
Yep. Okay.
7.
Plus 2 is 7. Excellent. So yeah, you heal 7 HP.
Much needed.
Just it's Visca's only response is, "Hey, you're not from here," marches over, pulls out a fucking potion and chugs it.
Yeah. So you notice the ogre has a chain that is like wrapped around his chest. He's wearing it almost like a bandolier of sorts. And he's just looking down at you. He's got like tribal tattoos all over his chest. And he is very imposing. He's big. What do you guys do?
New friend?
Like, I'm not supposed to be the horny one, but I'd bang that.
Big.
I mean, do you, boo?
Alistair's like one of the few straight characters that I have.
This gonna smash.
You would.
I
Nope.
intentionally
Go ahead.
I intentionally have no straight characters at all. Very deliberate choice.
No one from
That is
Seabeta allowed in Darktooth Tavern. You stay out here.
I'm not from here.
Are we from Savannah? Where are we from?
He kind of scratches his head.
We're not from either location.
What? Oh, you outsiders?
Yes.
Well, why are you here?
I want to fight someone?
Oh,
Question mark?
you come for Pit? You hear from behind him, "All right, Brig, let him in." Oh, all right. He kind of like gets out of the way and goes to sit. It looks like they have like this large boulder that he can sit on instead of like a stool or a chair or something. And he just kind of walks over there and sits down, and he immediately shoves a finger up his nose and kind of looks at it for a second and wipes it on his loincloth.
Well, I mean, at least you didn't eat it.
Yeah, at least you didn't eat it. There's always that. Thank fuck. Because that's always awkward.
Okay, so you kind of get a better look now that there's not a giant ogre in your face. Hey, Dave, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So you head in, and like I said, it's about half full. You do see in one of the far corners there is a large, like, it's a pit. What can I say? That is lined with a radius of rocks. And you see like blood splattered in various locations in that actual fighting arena.
Delightful.
Yeah, delightful. So you head into the tavern. Do you guys take a seat? Do you find a bar stool? What do you guys do?
I mean, are all the stools made for tall people?
I would say yeah, mostly. But
We'll
however,
give you a boost if you want me to.
make a perception check for me, Zini.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Mm.
you say. This is never a
no.
good start.
No, it's just needing to remember how these sheets are designed.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked at D&D and Beyond in for a long time.
Perception. Where's my perception? Oh, I just get my straight wisdom modifier. I'm not proficient in it at all. That's fine. Even if my wisdom modifier is only a +1.
Oh, not bad.
15. Not
Okay,
too bad.
you actually do see in the corner there are booster seats.
I can sit. Wait, who's bringing
This
children
is
in
child
here?
size. Fuck.
Who's bringing children in here?
You're kind of
Yeah,
used
who
to this
brings children here?
going to places that like aren't exactly made for short people. They usually keep booster seats for the halflings and gnomes and stuff. So it's not
Okay.
exactly a strange sight for you.
Okay, I mean, my first thought, player first thought is who's bringing children in here?
Okay, so what do you guys do?
Go grab a booster seat.
You go-
So my short ass can sit somewhere.
You go grab a booster seat and you put it underneath your arm and you kind of walking into a spot. Do you guys go to a table or the bar? I know, tough choices.
I know. Let's go to a table.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you pretty easily find yourselves a table. You notice that Eliusia has to put the seat back considerably because she is a tall. She has the opposite problem of you, Zinni.
The very opposite problem.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Why?
So you're sitting there, and a couple minutes come by, and then a barmaid comes over. Fairly, fairly attractive. She's got some dirt on her face. She looks like she's been working in the kitchen and whatnot. A stained apron and whatnot comes over. You would guess most likely human. And she just like looks at the four of you. Hey, what can I get you?
You're most potent.
Most potent what? You notice she doesn't have the
Drink.
same accent as a lot of the other people from around here.
Oh.
All right, Dragon's Breath it is. Anybody else?
I'll just have an ale.
Ale? And for you?
Can I like determine without asking what type of accent that is?
Sure, go for it.
What?
That would be a history check. History or insight, whichever is better for you.
History. Definitely history. That's a D20. It's this one. I remember what the dice look like. That would be a modded 21.
Yeah, you would guess that she is most likely from Central Hroth. So basically, if you are the continent of Cerithia, well, not the continent, but the region of Cerithius, that is the southern part of Hroth, and you would guess that she is most likely from the center, if not from the capital itself. So she's away from home, a ways away from
What is she
where she
doing
came
all
from.
the way over here?
I mean, we're not exactly close to home ourselves.
That's
so.
very true. And you hear Eliusha speak up, "I will simply have a tea, thank you." And the bartender nods and looks at the Warforged expectantly.
I do not require anything. Thank you.
All right. Dragon's breath, ale, and tea. I'll be right back. She
Thank you.
walks behind the bar and begins fulfilling your order. Are you guys gonna do anything in particular while you wait, or are you kind of scanning the place?
I wish to look around
Sure.
from my seat.
I was gonna say this is probably the first time Lenny's ever been in a tavern, so looking around.
Can I technically use an investigation check for this?
Oh, what exactly are you looking for? That will determine what the dice roll is.
Trying to think. We're here for a cartographer. If I could use a, I don't know. Maybe just to scan the other current patrons
Okay.
of their belongings and stuff to see if anyone sticks out of any note, whether the any noteworthy thing that we might be like, oh, this is the person we might be looking for.
Sure. So
Weren't we also told that we were supposed to be fighting someone?
you were told that the cartographer is often pretty stubborn and doesn't really help people unless they fight her in combat. So
Can I look for someone of that nature?
okay, so are you going to look for the possessions on the person, or are you going to scan based on that personality?
I'm gonna scan the possessions to see if
The
anything
possession.
will
All
give
right,
that
then
away
I will give
or-
you an investigation check.
Okay. Modded. Where did it go? Modded 16.
Modded 16. Okay, so you're scanning the room, and you do see there is a table in one of the corners underneath a window that is basically shining brightly on the table below it. And you see several scrolls of paper. There's an inkwell. It looks like someone's using it for basically cartography. Right off, you notice a map. On the opposite side of the table, you see a dwarven woman, fairly attractive, with tribal tattoos all over her face, and some piercings with, she's got like a dreadlocked hair that is kind of tied back in a ponytail.
Okay, I think that's our person. Going to casually, but just point in that direction without, like, you know how you're like, you put your hand on your table and then you like lift it slightly and then you just point in a direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of head over. You notice that she's got both of her legs up on a nearby chair.
Oh, I don't head over. I just point her out.
Oh, you're just pointing her out? Okay.
I'm
Pretty.
pointing her out for the others.
Okay.
Pretty lady.
Fairly attractive in a kind of punk sort of way.
Then yes.
Then yes.
You could have just said yes.
Here, I will bring her over here. Ah! There we go. God damn it.
Yep.
All right, right here. Yeah, she's just leaning up, like her back is leaning against the windowsill. Her foot is on the chair that would be where the person, whoever sits to do the cartography, is using that chair, basically. You see the pointy sort of shoes that she's wearing. That's pretty common for this region. And the others, you see Visca kind of point out this dwarven individual.
Pretty lady.
What do you guys do?
Okay.
I think Vinny is smitten.
Just a little. Just a little.
I'm sorry, did you say that she's a dwarf?
She is a dwarf.
Well, that's unfair. What?
I don't understand why that is unfair.
Yeah.
Please
I
share
like
with the
dwarves.
class.
I like dwarves.
Okay. I think that's all we needed as confirmation.
Okay. All right. So, what do you guys do? Zinni has pointed out the dwarf. I mean, Sig. Visca. God names.
Someone has pointed out the dwarf. I'm going to wait for my drink.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
A
I
few
also
minutes
wanna know the
pass, and
alcoholic content of that drink.
you. So first, the tea is put down in front of Eliusia, with the pot of warm water next to it, and then the ale is put in front of you. It's nice, frothy, has about an inch of foam, and then you get handed a like this mug that it's glass, but you see that the ale / type of liquid that's in there is less of like an orangish sort of color and more of a dark red with like it like swirls a little bit, and you actually see a scale inside of it.
Can I
Oh,
take a
someone's gonna,
sniff of this?
someone's gonna die.
It smells strong. The aroma of liquor.
Could I take just a stick a pinky in and taste that pinky to see the alcohol content?
Sure, go for it.
'Cause
All
I have
right, so
I have
you-
a plan for this.
you stick your pinky in, and yeah, it actually is a little irritating to your skin.
Oh.
And then you kind of dab it to your tongue, and at first there's that taste of liquor, that undistinguishable taste, but then it actually turns like a sweet sort of flavor that fills your mouth, and it tastes very good. You can
It's
tell
gonna be
that
a shame
this
of what I'm gonna do with this thing.
this is going to
Okay.
be potent.
Okay. Would you say that it's at least a 60% content of ethanol?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna light it on fire, aren't you?
Oh yeah! I'm gonna use this as an explosive.
Oh
What
god.
are you talking
Why?
about? Because we're gonna have to fight the dwarf!
I mean,
Maybe that's one possibility.
Or Zinni can go flirt with her. It's either way.
we're gonna have to
Okay.
fight
Here-
the fighter.
just after, if the barmaid goes away, I'm gonna be like, okay, so I think that's the person over there that we told that likes to fight over the maps. We have 2 options, maybe 3, I don't know, probably just 1. And I think we might have to fight her. And I got a plan. And Visca just motions to her mug. It's gonna be a shame that I'm gonna have to use this, but if we have to fight her, it's a backup plan.
This sounds like an error in judgment.
I've only lit things with alcohol on fire a few times. It's
The
a makeshift cocktail.
The person who is constantly setting things on fire is saying this is a bad plan.
That's fair.
Come on. It can't be that terrible.
I
Do I even
mean,
have any fire spells on me right now?
You're an evoker. I would assume so.
Yes, I have fireball. I forgot. It's a cantrip. I was like, do I have any? Yeah. I also have burning hands, so I could just explode it in my hands.
Yep, you could.
I'm a little
Really?
salty at myself for making evoker one of my
Forbidden
one of
classes.
my no classes.
Yeah.
But I did it for a reason.
Fair.
All right. So you see that the dwarven woman is basically, she's got a hand on a mug and she's just sipping it, and she actually opens up a book, which is a little like it's almost like she's fighting stereotypes with the way she looks versus like her with a book in her hand. You know, it's like it's a very clash of like what you would assume the stereotype of how she looks would be. She's obviously a complex individual. And she just begins reading a book.
Dwarf.
Okay, if lighting the place on fire is a bad idea, what do you want to do? Flirt with her? What was that noise for?
I don't know how.
What do you mean you don't know how?
I don't know how.
Well, it is quite simple. Do you find her attractive?
Oh yes, very pretty.
Then just go up to her and tell her.
What? That doesn't sound right.
I would love it if somebody came up to me and told me I was attractive.
Oh, actually, you know what's funny? I forgot that my charisma is actually like my second highest stat.
Nice.
I forgot.
Nice. Very nice.
See, there. At least with the way that you're stuttering, it has to be genuine.
Pretty lady.
She's a pretty lady. I'm
Yeah.
sadly not into women. So,
Oh,
I vote
maybe
Zinni
she's
does
not
it.
either. Okay.
Okay.
either that or I'm lighting the place on fire.
Oh, okay. So I guess I don't want to light the place on fire because that seems like a bad plan.
Well, I wouldn't technically light the entire place on fire, just the pit. If we had a fight.
It just
So do you
seems
want to
like
fight? Or do you not want to fight?
I don't really want to fight.
Okay.
We're gonna have to fight plenty. I don't want to fight.
You might not have to. If you got a good enough charisma, you might be able to get away with it.
Okay.
Flirt with her.
I have a +3 for my charisma.
That's
so
not bad. That's not bad.
I have a 16 in charisma.
That's awesome.
That's better
fine.
than my 7.
Look, my
is my-
charisma is actually not that bad either, Jesus.
Yeah, right.
My strength is a -2.
Mine too. Okay, well, you know what? Might as well. All
Okay.
right. So I guess Zinni's gonna take her ale. Actually, first she's gonna climb down from the booster seat because it seems like it would be a bad idea to try to jump down holding the ale.
Fair?
Because my dexterity is at 11.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So, one at a time. And gonna take my ale over to the pretty dwarf lady.
All right, so you approach the dwarf lady. She doesn't
Uh-huh.
seem to have noticed you yet. You're basically, you're pretty sure that her view and your shortness is basically blocked by the book that she's reading.
Amazing.
Oh no. I don't want to interrupt her, but also. Hi.
She just kind of looks up for a moment, doesn't see anybody, and then like looks around the book. Oh, hello there. Closes the book, sets it on the table. Can I
So
help
we-
you with something?
Uh-oh. Sorry, accents. Well, I was just gonna. Well, I just wanted to come over here and say hello, and you're very pretty, and we heard that you do maps, and we were wondering if maybe you would help us out.
That was adorable, and I'm going to let you roll persuasion at the advantage.
Nice. What is my persuasion?
Good
Let's
question.
Find out.
Oh no.
Oh, it's just a straight +3. At the advantage, where do we got?
Ooh,
15, so an 18.
18. All right, so you hear she, as you call her pretty, she kind of like takes like kind of leans it back a little bit and looks down at you with this like playful smile. Ah, so you want me maps, eh? What do I get out of it?
I guess that depends what you want.
Usually I make people fight me in the pit.
I mean, we can do that. I would prefer not to fight if we can avoid it.
We could fight in the bedroom instead.
Yes.
Just staring at her. wide eyed. I mean,
Visca's gonna just like peep over. You got this, girl!
I mean, yes.
Follow me. She gets up and she grabs your hand.
Well, that wasn't hard.
So that's gonna be a fade to black moment. What are you guys doing as this is happening?
Visca's gonna now down that drink.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't even want to. I'm gone.
Okay.
She didn't even breathe. She just chugged it.
So you
and
chugged
she
the whole
face
thing.
planted.
Okay, I'm still gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw to see how you handle it at the disadvantage because you chugged it.
That is fair. Let's see which one roll. Come on.
There they go. Very slow.
Technically, that's a modded 5, but that's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
You guys look over as Zinni is being led off into another part of the inn/tavern, and then you look over at Visca, who is just like gulping down this thing of dragon's breath ale, and then you hear you almost choke on the scale and spit it out, and it falls to the table, and you kind of go, huh, and then poof, your head hits the
Yeah.
the table and you were out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. I will want to keep that scale. Holtz, my owl is just going to pick that up.
Okay, yeah. Holtz like hops off of your shoulder and just grabs it in his beak, right? The boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a boy.
And hops onto the floor and puts it into your side pouch, and then hops back onto your shoulder. Just kind of rests his head onto your head. Well,
I'm not sure if I'm mad. I'm not sure if I'm mad that my character has more game than I do.
I can't help with that. Like, I also like how Visca's only response is, I'm either gonna turn this into a fireball and regret it, or I'm gonna chug it and pass the fuck out immediately. No in between.
Okay, so you are now sat with Eliusia. Eliusia's just kind of looking at you, Warforged. So, what should we do in the interim?
Well, Lunny does now have books.
Lenny does now have book.
Yep.
I don't remember what any of the books are. Didn't you get like 3 of them?
I got a journal that belonged to the person who made me. I got a journal of some explorer that was in the area, and I think I got one more. I don't remember.
You got 2 books. You got the
I think those
Forge
were the
for
2 I
War.
got.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
those-
Journal of Armanda Sante.
Well,
Cool.
I imagine there's a place we could rent a room, so Visca can sleep this off.
Who needs to sleep?
That is what is typically done when someone gets drunk, yes?
I know, but still.
Lunny says that in character.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right. You're not there, and you're passed out. It's like,
Yep. Yeah.
that probably would be the optimal solution. Well, I guess I'll take care of this one. And you see her reach over, grab Visca, and just slumps Visca over her shoulder.
Sack of potato. Holtz just hoots.
Yeah,
gently.
Holtz like flitters up in the air and then lands back on the slumped over body of Visca. And she just like casually walks over to the bar. I'd like to rent a room. you hear a chuckle and yeah, you see an exchange of money, probably silver, with a key, and Eliusia begins to head to a room to set Visca down.
Visca is gone.
Saddest little baby in the room.
What does Luddy do? Because then there was one.
We left you.
Everybody left Lonnie at the table.
Yep.
Listen, I accept no responsibility.
I
I
mean,
don't know
Lonnie's
why.
I left you guys as a group.
Zinni, make me a performance check, please.
No, cool. I'm actually proficient in that.
Oh my god.
I get a plus 5.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
10.
Not bad, not bad. That's average. Okay.
Yeah.
See how
It's not going to be the worst night that the pretty dwarf lady has ever had.
you had a good time. Modified
Good
20.
times were had.
Good time was had. Okay,
Excellent.
so Luddy, what are you doing?
Lonnie's probably going to start reading through those books because
Sure.
if they're in a different language, comprehend language is 1 minute per page.
Oh, per page. Okay. So which one do you start reading? Forged for War is in Common, and the Journal of Armand Sante is in Sibanese.
If I'm still under the effects of comprehend language, I'll start reading that one,
Okay.
the journal.
Yep.
Um,
Because I think you cast it before you came into the tavern. How long does it last?
1 hour.
1 hour? Yeah, we'll say that you probably got about half an hour left.
So 30 pages, so enough to gauge whether or not it would be useful for the journey.
All right. So you begin reading, and yeah, it tells the story. It's basically a journal of a lone wanderer, and they made a living on surviving off of the arid desert. They would basically seek out places of interest or items in the sand. He actually talks about a substance known as Fulgurite. As well, and I'm gonna have you make a history check if you know what Fulgurite is.
He's that's a 17.
17. Fulgurite is actually a natural reaction when lightning hits sand. It creates this arc of crystallized glass, basically, and it's usually a dark purple that is luminescent in the light.
Fuck the Emperor of Mankind.
This is an actual thing that happens in science. If lightning hits sand,
It is, and it's.
I haven't learned about that in
It-
chemistry yet, but my
yeah,
chemistry class is also still.
it's really cool. So yeah, he details a kind of a sweet spot that he found quite a bit of it, and it details him basically making a decent profit off of the Fulgurite. And as you're kind of reading where the location is, that's when everything jumbles and goes back to Sibanese, and you can no longer understand it. You got about halfway done an hour's worth, because you need to do an hour to get a benefit from this.
Okay, well, I'll ritual cast comprehend languages again.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So you take 10 more minutes to cast the spell. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze.
West.
Thank you. And you basically look at the book again where you left off. It takes you a second to figure out exactly what sentence you were left off at, but then it details the location, and it's towards the north near these ruins of an old, what is that called? A gathering place. Not like an amphitheater almost, like a ruined amphitheater where people would go and gather to get like news of the area and whatnot. And he details it being almost completely under sand, but it details the location enough that you could, if you had a map of the area, you'd be able to pinpoint right where it is.
Okay, I will keep that in mind for when Zinni gets done with our map maker.
Yeah. For the next 24 hours, you will benefit from advantage on survival checks while in the desert.
Yay!
Of course.
Damn, I wish I had done this.
Right now, you're at the disadvantage because you don't have a map.
Yep.
So you're at a straight roll at the moment.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead.
And I will not apologize for having sexy times and letting us avoid a fight.
I'm not apologizing for getting drunk.
Yep. So I just imagine, well, Zinni's enjoying herself and Visk is sleeping off the alcohol, and I don't know what Eliash's doing. Literally, Lunny will sit there the entire night reading.
Okay. You're just going to keep like ritual casting and reading the book?
Reading the book, or at some point just switch over to the Forge for War.
Okay, so Forge for War, you read a little bit of it, and it details basically the shield guardian named Vord. You do see that it is written by Kenneth Steen. Thank you, Kenneth Steen. And details, you actually see some schematics, which seem familiar. They're not exactly what you have, because you've seen your schematics before. You kind of know how you work. Well, most of them anyways. And it's kind of similar, but he details like there being a little bit of an issue with Vord following orders exactly. Like there's not a whole lot of room for interpretation or maybes. Like he explains that he has to be extremely detailed in his orders, or only what he says gets done. But yeah, that's it. Also does detail it details the location of a laboratory, which is actually somewhat near the amphitheater that was detailed in the other book, but probably about maybe a mile or two away from it.
Okay.
And that takes you pretty much the rest of the night to get all that information.
Okay.
Eliusia has basically gone around town, acquainted herself with Irusan, and then retired for the night. She did get everyone a room, so basically is going to leave two keys with you, Lunny. One to give Zinni if you see her again. And then she will retire for the night.
Okay.
And I guess full rest?
Yay!
All right, everyone hit that full rest button.
Full rest.
Yay!
Where is that full rest button?
What is that for? There's a long rest. Is that the same thing?
Yes,
long rest. That's what I meant. Yep. Wow, it's been that long. I can't even say long rest right.
Confirm. I almost forgot that I had to confirm it.
Yeah.
Same.
They make sure.
It's rude of them, really.
Literally.
Okay.
All right, so the next morning, I'm going to have everyone make a Constitution saving throw to see who wakes up first, and Visca, you are at the disadvantage for this roll.
Not surprised.
What is my...
0.
A modified 0?
Now, technically a modified 4, but at this point, I read it as a negative for my strength instead of my constitution, so 0.
Okay.
We're gonna go with a 0 today.
That's okay. I got a 3.
Okay.
You had such a nice night.
Wow.
Lunny,
Good night.
you don't sleep, so
I don't sleep,
you're
so
all set.
I'm probably still sitting at the same goddamn table.
Yeah, you're sitting at the same table. And the first person you see walk out is Eliusha, who kind of ducks underneath the archways and finds you, kind of gives you a like, oh, there you are, sort of nod, and sits, says to you, have you even left?
There was no need to.
I suppose I wasted money on your room then.
I apologize.
It is no bother. It is no bother. Then you see Visca kind of stooping in, and she has like one arm on the archway, and she like is kind of holding back. I'm good.
No, trust me, she's probably already vomited.
Yeah. You see Visca wipe a little bit from her mouth and kind of wander over to the seat. Meanwhile, Zinni,
I'm fine.
you
I
wake
swear,
you
I'm
wake
fine.
up in the closet.
What?
What?
You are completely naked, and you wake up in the closet.
Why?
I'll have questions.
You open up the door to the closet, and you just see like clothes and various like garments just strewn throughout the room. Yeah, you had a good night. You're not sure why you're in the closet, but something happened. But you see Volka. I don't even think you got her name, but Volka is kind of, she's got like her back is on the floor with her leg on the bed, and she's just like just bare ass naked. What do you do?
Well, there are multiple options. Several of them are rude.
Man.
I don't know which one is the least bad.
All right, well, make a perception check for me.
Oh shit, that was a 1, right? I think, yes. Doop a doop boop a doop boop. A 9, a whole 9.
A 9. Okay. You
I don't notice shit.
You're kind of looking around, and it takes you a little bit to find all of your clothes, but you do eventually find them. And as you're picking up like your brassiere or whatever you wear over your chest, you actually see a rolled up scroll fall to the ground.
Okay.
What do you do?
On one hand, curious. On the other hand, I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay. There's no like wax seal or anything, so you kind of slide it open, and you do see a map of the area. What do you do?
Oh.
She shoved the map in your bra.
She literally shoved the map in your bra.
Okay, again, on one hand, very useful. On the other hand, why would I do something underhanded to someone who gave me a very nice night?
That's fair. She is out. She is out cold.
Man, you two knocked boots hard.
Yeah.
Knocked boots?
Yep.
Have you never heard that term?
I have not.
Really?
No.
Really?
God.
Flawless.
That's great.
That's like one of the most common phrases where I live.
Yeah, it's an old Western term apparently. I had to look it up.
That's so funny because I've heard it. Anyway, Again, because on one hand, that's a useful thing. It's a very useful thing.
Mhm.
And it was very easy to obtain, and I'm not entirely adverse to underhanded tricksiness. However, I had a very fun time, and she was very nice. Mm.
Perhaps you
And
should be nice.
and
It was
really,
like the lead up to every Dragon Age sex scene.
and really, the avoiding the fight might not happen if I do underhanded tricksy things, and she might come and find us and kick our asses really hard,
That's
extra
fair.
hard
That's
for
I
fair.
no
being
longer have a
underhand
bomb.
for being underhanded and tricksy, and
I just see Zinni having this internal conflict right there,
oh
just
yeah,
like
100%.
bra in one hand, map in the other.
Well, you know what? Let's go with honesty's the best policy here. And Zinni's gonna go over and just lightly tap her shoulder.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's you. I was expecting you to be gone by now.
Oh, were you?
Well, that's
I mean,
what
'cause I
most
can-
of my dates do.
Because I mean, I can go now if you want.
It's up to you, lass.
I just wanted to ask, could I have this map?
She kind of takes it from your hand and opens it up. Just a tick. And she walks over. She's still naked, by the way. She walks over to her desk and just kind of sits down, and she takes some ink on it, and kind of rehashes a few places pretty quickly. And then at the bottom corner, you see her draw something, and she takes some lipstick and puts it on her lips and gives gives the map a kiss in the corner and hands it to you.
Most excellent. Thank you.
She drew. It looks like she updated a couple places, so the map was a little out of date. So she updated a couple places, and then there's a red heart with a red kiss mark at the bottom corner. You come back anytime, lass. Anytime.
Zinni's gonna kiss her cheek. Thank you.
All right,
And
so
you gonna get dressed.
yeah, you get dressed. There's that. It's a little awkward because she's just kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's not awkward for you, but she's sitting on the chair, just kind of watching you get dressed.
I mean, the awkward part was when we got naked. So
That's fair.
we're good.
So you get dressed and you exit the room, and the hallway leads into the main bar, and you see the other three are seated. Eliusha looks fine. Looks like Lunny hasn't moved an inch, and Visca is
Visca's
barely
dying.
holding up her head.
Visca's looking a
No,
little rough.
Visca's not even holding up her head. She's still face planted into the desk. And she has a very concerned bird.
Zinni's just gonna wander over very cheerfully. I got us a map.
Visca gives a thumbs up without even bothering to look up.
Awesome. Okay.
Visca will turn into the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a clock.
So the waitress comes over, and she's about to ask you like what you want, and then notices Visca and went, "I'll be right back." She walks away. She comes back and places a shot glass in front of you, Visca, and it's got this kind of yellowish liquid with something floating inside of it.
Is it an eyeball?
No, it is not
Is
an
this
eyeball.
eggnog?
No.
Is this fucking eggnog? She's going to like take all of her effort. I'm even gonna do a strength check for this.
At the disadvantage because you're hungover.
I know, and I also have a -2 to strength. So,
Oh no.
oh, my dice. They got
Did he get stuck? Oh no, we
there
just
they
lagged.
go. 7.
7.
Not bad. Okay, you're able to lift the glass. You're shaking a little bit, and some like spills onto the table.
I'm just gonna fucking chug this one too.
All right,
go.
as you do, you feel this like there's this moment where you feel something kind of going down your throat that it doesn't feel like it should be, like, and then you realize there's a little bit of hair in there, and then it hits your stomach, and you're about to vomit, but you hold it back, and and then slowly the hangover subsides.
I almost want to say that I want another one of those drinks, but I really don't want to throw up again.
Do you feel better? You hear from the barmaid.
I feel great, thank you.
All right. Can I take all of your orders for breakfast?
Bacon. Just a side of bacon, please.
You hear Alysia speak up, and she says, I will have. Do you have any vegetarian options? And you see this look from the barmaid, just kind of give her like this.
Side-eyeing.
We have lettuce.
Ooh,
That
what
will
about
be
breakfast?
fine.
What about breakfast potatoes? Are there breakfast potatoes? Ooh, that sounds good.
Breakfast potatoes would also be good. All right, breakfast potatoes and bacon. Anything else? Protein? No?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, coming right up. She goes out back.
Potatoes.
All right, do any of you talk to each other while you're waiting for food?
I got a
Lenny's-
map.
Lenny's gonna motion. Could I see the map?
Just gonna hand it over.
You see this kind of grin from Alysia at Zinni.
Hey, you know what? I could have done something sneaky, but I didn't. And as a reward for not being sneaky, we got an updated map.
Well, that is great. Good job. And you avoided a fight.
Yes.
How was your night?
Very good.
Okay.
For
I'm
obtaining...
assuming you were.
Go ahead.
I'm assuming you remember nothing.
I remember that you got a date, and I got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Yep. That's about right. For successfully gaining a map and not having to fight, I will give all of you 1 checkpoint to your next level.
Oh, where do we keep
Just
track of
you
checkpoints,
can just
do
put
we?
those in your notes, and that should be where your skills and stuff are. There should be a notes section.
Notes.
Here it is.
Other.
Other. One
The-
checkpoint or
The-
next level.
Yes.
The checkpoints is a new thing, right? Because we were doing something different previously.
Well, we weren't really doing something different. It was just when you did something, you'd get a level when you completed a quest. But now, since you're on the
right.
open road, you get checkpoints for each side quest that you complete, and you get a level for each main quest that you complete. And,
Right,
So
for-
we technically completed a side quest getting the map.
Yes,
so.
yes. And so 4 of those checkpoints will grant you a level as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
We need 3 more side quests. Somebody get drunk again.
There are a couple already that you've gotten, so.
So, Lenny's going to look at the map. Are they able to find the rough location of the amphitheater?
Yeah, it's actually marked on the map.
Useful.
Nice.
Lenny's going to point at that location.
I did a good thing.
Yay.
The journal I obtained yesterday suggests that there's often lightning striking in the sands around this area.
Okay.
I will give everyone an Arcana check.
Oh, what is my
Hold on, I have to go
arcana?
back to my skills.
Oh,
Where's our-
I should have
cool.
rolled this beforehand, yeah.
Here we go.
I am proficient in arcana.
I'm
Oh,
gonna use my
Oh.
inspiration.
probably a good idea.
We both hit it at the same time.
Oh, I
Fine.
haven't pressed it yet. So.
I
Oh,
don't
you hit
know.
it twice.
Yeah, just reroll.
This one's mine.
This one's yours? Okay.
Ooh, nice. Oh, 17 plus 6.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna
23.
roll mine.
23.
Hold on, I
I'm
have the
gonna-
math. I can't do math right now. Holy shit. I can't do math. That's not what I was. Oh my god, help!
13 for you.
13, yes, thank you. I was like, why? I forgot that I keybinded 2 of my buttons to the wrong thing. For
And I got a 19.
19. Okay, the DC was 20. So, Zinni, you're the only one who kind of makes the correlation. Blue dragons do not breathe fire, they breathe lightning.
Hey. If we're going after a blue dragons shoot lightning. They don't do fire. So maybe if we go there, that's where we'll find the dragon.
the
Maybe.
dragon horde.
That's a
'Cause
better.
the dragon was already slain.
Yes. The dragon was already slain. But
Right.
that is a good as lead as any.
Do
And
dragon bones attract lightning? Just random thought process. Word
I
association.
mean, it's better than mine.
And then Lenny's also going to point at the rough area that the laboratory with Vorn should be in.
Kind of mark it on the map at all, or like a rough radius?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's about a half a day out of your out of the way, but it might be worth the extra journey.
I mean, can't hurt.
Yeah, can't hurt.
I mean, it could, but You know.
It could. All right.
pretty much anything could.
So the waitress kind of walks over and puts a big old plate of bacon and potatoes in front of you.
Potatoes.
She didn't know what kind of potatoes you wanted, so she did home fries and mashed potatoes.
Excellent.
Lenny,
Yes.
could I have one of those empty flasks, please?
They're not empty.
I thought we brought extra that were also empty.
No.
They
I
all
filled
have
them up
water.
before we left.
Okay.
Just go around
Okay, never
nutting
mind
all
then.
over the place.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Loki! How's it going?
Hello, person.
I have anything?
I have a canteen that is partially empty.
Do we have any empty containers, just in general? Because I don't remember what all we have, because we have so much stuff.
Okay, so thank you for the subscription, Loki. Even better. So over the last 24 hours that you've been in this area, you would have drinking one of those water skins each. So you would have one of you would have no, you don't need
3.
water. 3. So you have 3 empty water skins.
Okay. So I will give Visca one.
Okay.
Can I get? I'm gonna ask the barmaid if I could get this filled with that alcohol.
With dragon's breath?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You never know if it's gonna come in handy, whether
Uh,
it's drinking or it's
yeah.
going to be an explosive.
She abides. You see her kind of cram the scale into it, and hands it to you. Altogether, the cost of basically everything from last night and today is going to be 2 gold and 3 silver and 1 copper.
I don't know how to. I'll just take it out of mine. How do you deduct money from the thingamajig? I don't know how to do that.
On
On
it should be in your
D&D Beyond.
inventory. Yeah, it should be in.
It is, and you click on the thing that
currency?
says currency, and
Yeah.
it should open
Okay.
up the thing.
Yes.
Oh, and so I would put like 2 gold and then what? How many silver?
2, 3, 1.
2. Wait, 2.
2 gold,
we have
3
gold?
silver.
I
Yeah,
have
y-
83 gold.
Yeah, you guys were given
Um,
200 each.
Oh yeah,
And
Okay, there we go.
I spent none of mine.
fair.
Okay.
All right, I have paid for it. We're good.
All right. And did you pay exactly the price?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, she takes the money and she goes behind the bar, and you guys are pretty much free to do what you want at this point.
Should we get going?
Let's eat breakfast first.
Right.
Okay. We can elapse over breakfast unless there is something that you specifically want to, do or roleplay with each other.
No, but during that breakfast time, Visca would probably poke and prod at Vinny.
At who?
Why are you poking
At
at
Zinni.
Zinni.
Why are you poking at me?
Because Visca wants all the details, even though she's not gay.
No.
Vinny doesn't kiss and tell, apparently.
No. I even got a kissy mark on the map.
Yep. Yeah, you see on the map there is a heart with the kiss lips.
That must have been one hell of a good night.
Yes.
You avoided a fight by having sex. Congratulations.
Yeah.
D&D. All right, so what do you guys do? You finish your breakfast.
Probably get ready to leave? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything we really need to prepare because we prepared before we left.
Yep.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Okay.
Yep.
So are you guys getting ready to head out?
Yes.
Yep, I am going to go up to the waitress lady and hand her another gold and then wander away. Just because.
That's a hell of a tip.
Loki asked me what the yellow liquid in the shot glass was. It was hair of the dog that bit you, literally.
Yep.
But it was magically infused to cure hangovers.
I'm going to remove 1 gold and now I have 207.
There you go. All right, so you guys head out?
Yes.
All right, so you basically take your first step into the just the wide open sand. It's like, have you guys? I think, yeah, I know that me, Zinni, and Lunny have all seen the ocean. Visca, have you ever seen the ocean before? I mean the player, not the character.
Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
As
you.
in me. Yes, I've swam in the ocean.
Okay. So basically, imagine like you're looking out into the ocean where it's just endless, but instead of water, it's sand.
Yeah, I've seen a
Oh,
desert.
great.
Also, yeah.
Yeah. And you see the kind of a wind sweep up, and you see some dunes shift, and some sand falling down, and basically creating another dune as you're walking through.
Visca's first response is, I should have invested in goggles.
All
Can I
right.
send my Borb out
What?
to, can I send my Borb out to do some little scouting?
Sure, absolutely.
Go, Borb!
Okay, I'm going to have someone roll me a die 12. I don't care who it is.
Die 12.
Just one
Is it
die
this
12.
one?
Yeah,
Yep, that one.
the dodecahedron.
I don't know shapes. Ew.
2. Okay. So are you sharing the senses of your bird, or are you just letting it scout out and come back?
I'll let it scout out and come back
Okay.
first.
So about 10 minutes go by. 15 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by.
Oh no.
You have not heard or seen anything back from Holtz.
Somebody hold my hand real quick.
Lonnie will do it.
Okay.
Okay, holds Lunny's hand, slaps hands over eyes, and does the share sense.
All right, you begin to share senses, and you are flying around very. You're basically taking the senses of Holt at this point as you're soaring through the air, and there is a sandstorm in your way, and you can't see anything. You are effectively lost.
Yet.
Orb.
And that's what Visca will say while she's doing this. She just says shit. Where the fuck am I?
You know, with the Find Familiar spell, you can bamf them out and then basically have them reappear near you. So you can do that to get them back. But yeah, if you keep going in that direction, you're going to be hitting a sandstorm.
I'm going to take my familiar back.
All right. So basically, you disconnect the share senses with it, and you snap your fingers, and the bird basically swirls around in this magical energy. There's a little bit of sand that gets kicked up in the air as Holtz appears back onto your shoulder, and you hear it as it spits out some sand, and then kind of nuzzles up against you.
It's just like, okay, so that direction's a bad direction.
Was that the direction we needed to go?
Yes, it was.
Well, that's unfortunate.
There's a storm brewing, and I don't think we have any shields. Fuck, we should run, buddy! Actually, no. I don't know if there is a spell in D&D that just creates a fucking bubble shield.
Yeah.
I think there is, but I think it's stationary.
Yeah, that would be Liamon's tiny hut.
All right.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
If we keep going that way, that's a sandstorm.
So
But we need to go that way.
which direction was that? Straight north?
Yes.
Okay, we could take a diversion. Maybe? I don't know how sandstorms work.
I mean, I've watched Blade enough. I can figure it out.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
I mean,
You could try going around it, but that'll probably tack on another day to your journey, which is obviously going to take up some of your water. Because for every day, each one of you that requires to drink requires a water skin. Eliusia requires 2 water skins.
Did she bring any?
She brought her own, yes. She is an elephant lady.
Yep.
mhm.
Elephant.
Oh.
I don't know what the best option is.
Well, our options are attempt to go through the sandstorm anyways, try to go around the sandstorm, or stay in town another day and hope the sandstorm passes.
What does everyone think we should do?
Well, if we stay in town, we could theoretically refill our water skins, right?
Yes, but water is not free in Yerusan.
Yeah, I know.
So you will have to pay. But yes, technically you could spend another day if you wanted to, and buy some more water, refill your water skins. It's not much. They charge for water, but it's about a silver for a water skin.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just brave it, or you could wait it out, or you could go around. Whatever you guys want to do.
There's no guarantee that if we stay another day, the storm will have passed in that day.
Correct.
Very true. And how many water skins did we have?
I have 12.
Yeah, she stocked up. They stocked up with the bag of holding. So.
Right.
Can I retroactively say I filled those other 2 empty ones before we left town?
Sure. So that will be 2 silver. Just mark it down.
I have done.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
Well, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that it'll end. So, I guess. I mean, we can go. We can try.
But are we going through it or are we going around it? Because in theory, if we have 12 water skins, 2 for Ilyusha, 1 for each of us.
I
That's like
also
5
have
days.
5 water skins on me.
Okay, so 6 days theoretically. Would going off route would only put us behind a day?
Going off route would add at least a day. You're not sure. It also depends on if you get lost or not, which will require a survival check. Which Lunny has the advantage as long as they are leading the group.
That is true.
Well,
The snowstorm will give you the disadvantage, but so it would nix itself out. It would just
I
be
have
a straight
question.
roll. Yeah.
I have a cantrip that says mold earth.
Okay.
Sand is technically earth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if we took it slow, if I used mold earth to affect 5-foot cubes in front of us to move sand out of our way, would that help any?
Yeah, absolutely. How you only can do 5 feet at a time, or?
Yeah, it's instantaneous. It's one action to cast, and if you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away.
So if you were to go in a straight line, you could basically continuously cast mold earth in front of you, and basically have the sand kind of go around you. So you could basically just as long as you stayed in a straight line, it wouldn't be it would basically nix the effects of the sandstorm.
Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, Elyusia will
Let's do
assist
it.
you with that because she also has that spell. So, so basically, the two of you begin concentrating as the sandstorm starts kicking up faster. You hold your hand open, and there's this greenish, brownish sort of glow from your hands as you see a dome of 10 feet because the two of you are working on it, and it's basically creating an umbrella effect for the sand, and you begin traveling. Okay.
Yay.
So, Lunny, you're leading the party. Go ahead and make a survival check. That effectively nixed the penalty, so this will be at the advantage.
Good, because I don't have anything for survival. 10.
It's a good thing you rolled the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you're kind of focusing for a moment. It's still hard to see. The visibility is definitely not nixed from this.
Right.
But you continue heading forward, and that roll, you travel for about. Let me make it a random. Let's see. We'll say this is half hours. So that is roughly 4.5 hours that you've been traveling at this point, and you're starting to get tired. I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw. Even though they're cantrips, the fact that you have to concentrate on it is definitely tiring you out. So I'm gonna have you and Elyusia both make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's an 8, but
Okay.
come on.
Oof. Okay. Both you and Elyusia suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Yay.
Yay. But as you're kind of losing out, I'm going to have someone make a luck roll. Someone roll me a die 100, which is 2 die 10.
Yep. Oh, I got it. Why? Where is it? Oh, there we go.
I think it's this one? I
Yes,
don't know.
the diamond.
Got it.
All right, we'll go with
Technically
the
speaking,
left
there's 2 diamonds.
first. So
My-
that
We're on the
is an
rhombus.
89. All right, that's pretty good actually. So as you're basically getting tired and the magic is beginning to fade from your hands, you see the aura just kind of flickering as both of you are just losing your strength to keep this going, and then you see the sand begin to break away and dissipate, and the storm is over. The gods must be looking over you.
I will fight God. Wait, this isn't Leonere.
All right. So yeah, the snowstorm has effectively stopped.
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
I'm just gonna let
We're
you keep
not
calling
in
it
the
a
mountains.
snowstorm.
I mean, technically, a tundra is still a desert, but that's
That's
neither
true.
here nor
Yeah,
there.
that is
But
true.
it's the opposite effect.
Yeah, it's
Except
just
hot
ice
is
instead of
cold.
sand. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So as you continue on, I'm gonna have everyone make a perception check. Another hour goes by.
Boop a doop boop a doop boop a doop boop 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 boop. Give me 5. I
You're
noticed.
full of regular dice. For once.
Oh, let me
Ooh, not
roll
bad.
my
Not bad.
regular die.
Said perception.
Oh.
Wow. It was almost a 17, but it's just a nat 1. I don't see it.
So Visca, you are too busy getting sand out of places you didn't know sand could get.
I didn't know I had these places.
You unfortunately were not paying attention. What did Zinni? What did you?
That
roll?
was a whole 5.
A whole 5. So you're still like wiping your eyes from the sand that did get past the barrier, getting it out of your hair and whatnot. However, the person who doesn't have to worry about sensations like that, your total was 16.
Yes.
Okay. You see in the distance, it looks like there is a tree of some sorts. And
I
a
like
small
trees.
body of water.
Okay. I'm going to leave.
Lenny is the only one out of us who probably can't hallucinate.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So Lenny's going to start heading in that direction.
Okay. You begin heading in that direction. I assume the rest of you kind of swerve off the path you were going to follow Lunny.
Yeah.
might as
Do
well.
any of you ask what Lunny sees, or you just kind of trust their instinct?
Let's trust the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's further than you thought it was going to be. It takes you about a half an hour to get to the location, but you do see a tree with a small little pond. It's like basically a small oasis. There's some overgrown life in this location. You see a couple of desert dwelling creatures, like a lizard and something else, kind of scurry off as you get close. And you see it looks like someone's laying down underneath the tree.
I do it. I don't know if it would be survival or medicine to check that person.
It would be medicine if you're depending on what you're checking.
Are they dying? Are they dead? What's going on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, make a perception check. This is a low difficulty.
A perception check.
I'm
They're
sorry,
probably
medicine.
Okay, there we go. Medicine check. 5.
Um,
I still am worried about the sand in my places.
So the difficulty was 5, because as you look upon this person, they are charred. Their body is like crinkled up, and it looks like they were burnt to death. And you actually see Fulgurite sprouting around it. It looks like this person was electrocuted to death.
I'm gonna
Oh.
beckon Zinni over.
Look at that. That is certainly a dead body.
I'm gonna beckon everyone over.
Okay.
So, anyone know what this crystal shit is?
I believe
is
that's
crystallized,
Fulgurite.
right? The fuck is Fulgurite?
It's caused when lightning hits the sand.
Okay, so this
Pretty.
unfortunate sod got electrocuted.
Yep.
It
I
would
mean,
certainly see that way.
it's pretty.
Should I attempt to ask it questions?
Oh, right, you can do that.
I certainly can.
It wouldn't hurt to know how long ago this happened.
If it is
Yeah.
agreed upon by everybody else, I shall speak with the dead.
Yeah.
Very well. You see her kind of arch back a little bit, cracks her back, and heads over, and she places her hand on the charred flesh as you see the body kind of like twist and turn like a contortionist, and the neck kind of snaps up, and you see like just enough that the body will like regenerates enough that it can talk, and you hear this like gasp of air.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And it's just looking blankly at Eliusha. And Eliusha looks down and says, "Greetings, my friend. Do I have permission to ask you questions?" "Yes." "Very well. What would you like me to ask?" "I have 4 questions remaining."
God.
Oh, you can only ask a certain number? Interesting.
Well, technically I have 3 remaining, because the last one is a personal question.
Well, you want permission first. I get that. That's good. How long ago did they die?
You see her kind of nod and looks. "How long ago did you perish?" 3 days.
3 days.
They see what caused it.
Did you see what caused it? Rhaegar.
Were you with others?
Were you with others? Yes. 4 others. And the last question. Do you have any final requests? Yes. In Jerusalem, I have a daughter. In my side pouch, there is 137 gold. See that little Isabella gets it. I will adhere your request. Thank you. And you see his body just kind of fall back and slumps inactive once again.
So I didn't quite catch, what did he say caused it?
There, a
Red.
dragon caused the burns.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Because I know Discord sometimes doesn't pick up my voices.
That was the only one I had
I think
trouble
that was
with.
the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see her kind of reach, kind of search the charred body, and she does see a pouch, and kind of opens it up, and you see a lot of the gold has actually melted. It's you can still break it down, but a lot of it is still melted and fused together. And she takes the pouch, which has a hole in it, and puts it into another side pouch of hers, and basically keeps it in a separate compartment so she can adhere this person's last request.
How often do you do this kind of thing?
Speak with the dead?
No, the last request thing.
Every time I speak with one.
Hmm.
I am allotted 5 questions with the spell. The first question is, of course, gathering their consent. And if they say no, I leave it at that. If they say yes, I ask 3 other questions, and then the last question is always what their final request will be. So,
Well, I mean, they're nice enough to say that they'll help, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
She gives you a
So-
nod.
He died 3 days ago in a dragon attack,
Yes.
and we're looking for a blue dragon horde.
Yes.
So
And
maybe
blue
the dragon's not
dragons.
dead.
Or there's more dragon.
That too. More dragons.
And there was 4 others with him.
What happened to them?
I do not know.
Might be good to keep a lookout just in case we stumble across them, or there would be corpses. Maybe they made it back to town already.
Well, this oasis might be a good place to rest for the moment. We could fill up our water skins while we are here. And I must say that I am fairly exhausted after that sandstorm.
Yes.
Might I help you
rest
with
with-
that gold pouch? I saw that some was melted together. I might be able to make them individual pieces again.
Sure. And she hands you the pouch.
137?
Hmm.
I will use burning hands to basically melt them back into... Look, she's not a horrible person. So she would basically melt the gold back into, like, individual pieces.
Yeah, like they're rough estimates, and like they'd probably still have to be weighed upon using it, but it's close enough. Like you don't have
It's
a mold
better
with
than
you.
just a clump of
Yes,
gold.
it is better than a clump of gold. Have you ever seen A Knight's Tale before?
Yes.
So you know where he's got
Yes.
that gold statue and just like slams the head off to pay somebody.
Yeah.
You can still kind of do it like that, but obviously coins are preferred because they're already weighed out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not just random hunk of gold.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, would mending help?
Mending would certainly help. Yeah.
We're making this a team effort.
Yep.
So basically, you focus on the burning hands, and you melt the gold back into small pieces, and then Luddy comes over and concentrates on the gold pieces and turns each of them into the perfect mint, and they look like they just came off the press because magic.
Nice.
Now his daughter will not need to worry about a chunk of gold.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
Done, Eliusia's returned the bag.
Okay. Yeah, Eliusia will place it back in her side pouch. At this point, it's been about 6 hours altogether. The night is starting to crest. The air starts to get much cooler, and it's probably going to get pretty cold.
I'm gonna dig a pit.
Okay. Make a
I'm gonna
survival
take
check
some
for
of
me.
that. Okay. I have to find the dice roller again.
Do you have a shovel?
I have mold earth!
Oh, yeah!
Oh. Would you like to dig the pit instead?
I can just move the earth for you. It's fine.
You see,
Fine.
you see Visca begin to like dig in the sand with her fingers, and it's really not getting much leeway. And then you just walk over and concentrate for a moment, and a 5-foot cube just like vanishes, and Visca like drops down, just poof. There's like a little puff
now
of
I
sand.
need wood. Like, she isn't even like really phased that she just goes, ugh, in fucking Minecraft. She's just like, now I need wood.
Awesome. The only wood that you see nearby is the one tree that is overhanging over the oasis.
What do
You
plan?
are aware I still have 3/10 for us, and I could likely use mold earth to create us a earthen shelter.
That would be most beneficial.
Sure.
I can make us a fire.
That's
That
what
would
the
also
pit's
be. All right, so group effort, the 4 of you set up camp.
Yay.
I'll say you refill all of your water skins. The water is fresh. It is very clean. And
Long rest or short rest?
it depends. Do you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest? A long rest would get rid of the levels of exhaustion.
Which would be appreciated.
I think we should do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will have everyone hit the long rest button. Even though I think the other two didn't really need to do that. Well, you do get your burning hands back at least,
Yes.
so that's good. All right.
I did not need it. However, it is useful to have my teammates.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm lagging. There we go.
Oh no!
Hang on just a second. I think this is the one.
Do familiars require sleep?
I
Do
don't
Fae
think so.
need to sleep?
No, not really, because they're kind of, immaterial beings.
I will have Holtz take watch.
Okay.
I can also help with watch.
Holtz will keep you company and maybe not scratch at you because he's not a cat right now.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
I shouldn't have given Visca white hair in this artwork because now I really like that.
All right.
Yeah,
so
we can change it later. It's fine.
So the four of you are basically sitting around the fire. It's keeping you warm. The air outside is pretty chilly, and you basically are kind of just resting. And let's see. I'm gonna roll a die 4 to see who gets contacted.
Contacted by what?
All right. So one.
I'm assuming the college.
I was gonna say, if it's some eldritch god, I'm gonna be upset. I don't know why I would be upset. I'm still thinking Leonir. It's just like Leonir is the one who would fight God here. This isn't Leonir.
So Dolphy, you are kind of just sitting back and enjoying yourself, by the fire, probably eating some rations on the road. By the way, if everyone reduce your rations by 1.
Okay.
And you hear a voice, a familiar voice in your head, as
No, I don't like that.
you hear a beer's voice, kind of almost like whispering into your ears. Hello. I hope the search fares well. We have made quite the bit of progress and are already on the way. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch up. And then the message ends. You can know by the magic that you can respond to this.
They're
I don't-
nearby too.
I don't know if I'm the best option.
He rolled. I rolled random, and it landed
I
on 2,
know.
and that was you.
I know. Oh, sounds like someone's being a little full of themselves.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Do you say anything else? You can respond up to 25 words.
Best of luck.
There is no response, but you can kind of tell that Abir is turning this into a competition.
I'm
He's
gonna
just
drown
mad
in
that we
sand.
didn't pick him.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a baby.
Okay, so on the map, where are we going?
You are basically, you went kind of north by northeast, and you're pretty much going to be sticking in that direction. You saw the oasis, which didn't really take much away from your travel time, and you can probably just keep going in the same direction, and you'll probably be at your destination, barring any sort of issues. You'll probably get there in 3 days.
Okay. How much closer to the place are they?
What's that?
I'm wondering how close they are.
You don't know.
They would have to be within at least 120 feet, considering how message works.
It's not message, it was sending.
It's not. Oh,
Yeah,
you can
sending can go
respond
like
with sending?
Yes, you can.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Sending is as
Sounds
long
like-
as you're on the same realm of existence. Actually, it might even bypass material planes.
Huh. Okay.
He's just salty. It's fine.
Gonna drown him in sand.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
He's
there's
just
an
mad
abundance of it.
He's just mad I want to drown him in sand.
Okay. Do you guys speak with each other at all aside from like small talk? Was there anything that you wanted to kind of talk to each other about, or do you want to lapse till the next morning?
Could I do another scouting just to see?
Sure. Yeah.
Using share senses just to see if I see anything of interest.
Okay, so I'm just gonna lapse that. You search for however long the duration of that spell is, and it's clear. The sky is clear. It's a little, for you it would be a little dark, but because it's an owl, you can see clearly. And you actually like you're sharing senses with Holtz as it swoops down really quickly, abruptly. You didn't notice it at first, but obviously Holtz is a little bit more used to this. Snatches up a rodent and just like basically captures it into its talons and flies off and goes find a place to eat it.
Nom, 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 nom.
Weather's just Visca's just sitting there with legs crossed and arms crossed and like, well, opens eyes again. It's just like, at least the weather is nice.
Okay, Holtz will return and land next to you. And kind
Have a
of
good snack.
you see a little tail hanging out of its beak. And he kind of nuzzles up against you.
It's like, always
Nom,
make
nom,
sure
nom.
to slurp your noodles.
I've seen a seagull do that once.
Yeah, seagulls are nasty business.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They'll eat chihuahuas.
Oh God, I bet.
They can and have consumed just like choked down a whole chihuahua.
Yeah, owls aren't friendly. Neither are eagles, but
All right, is there anything else that you guys would like to do tonight, or do you want to lapse till the morning?
Laps till the morning.
Okay.
God, tabletop simulator, please. Please. What are you doing? There we go. It like moved, and it's just like I don't appreciate my programs moving.
Okay, so who is just sleeping and who's keeping watch?
I am keeping watch.
Okay, so
With-
Lunny, I'm gonna give you a perception check at the advantage since Holtz is helping you.
Yay.
Why do the dice hate us?
11.
11. Okay. Okay.
I'm the one that's perfect for sentry duty, and I'm the one that has advantage on
Absolutely.
survival checks, and I have absolutely nothing in wisdom.
Okay, so it's been about 7 hours or so. So everyone's had their their long rest. But then you feel something underneath you, like a
Oh, I
sort
don't
of
like that.
rumbling noise.
I don't like that.
It stops. Happens again. You actually see the water rippling. The tree actually begins to like snap back and forth. What do you do?
Like it.
Did you just say lick it?
I said I don't like it.
Oh,
But yes,
okay.
that does sound
Hey,
like
Lunny
something I
can't
would
lick
say.
things.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
Also heard lick it.
I
Does this
mean-
wake up the rest of us?
will have everyone else make a perception check at the disadvantage since you're still asleep.
Well, I was going to
Why?
say Lunny is just going to probably yell out, "Wake up!"
Wow, I rolled 2 7s.
Okay. It'll be a lower difficulty since Lottie is telling you to wake up.
A whole 7.
Sevens all around. So basically, you hear the sound of Lunny calling out to you, but you're still very groggy, so you're caught a little bit off guard. At that point, you basically feel the rumbling, and then two areas, one on either side of you, like erupts with a burst of sand as you see this like being crawl out of the ground, and you hear a as it
I don't like it.
bellows out at you. You see this chitinous plate with an almost mantis-like limbs around it, and it's very bug-like, but it is like huge. It's
It's like a
probably
giant prey mantis.
it's probably about like 12 feet tall, and there are two of them, one on either side.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a history or nature check, whichever is better for you, to see if you know what this is.
Mine are both 4 plus.
I got a nat 20 plus 5 for a nature check.
Oh no. We both rolled at the same time.
It'll tell us which one is which.
No, it won't.
Oh, no, I rolled
No, it
twice.
does not.
Alright, I'm gonna pretend that didn't exist.
Okay, so on either side of you, who rolled the highest?
I got a
Hold on.
nat 20.
A nat 20. You know exactly what this is. This is an onkeg. It was basically on either side of you. There is an onkeg just basically just hunched over both of you, and you hear as it looks at you. Roll initiative.
Balls.
Is my initiative just a +1? I think it was.
My initiative is a +0.
Oh no, mine's also a +0. Fuck.
I rolled a fucking 6.
Nice.
I got an 8.
How do
My
you have a
initiative.
negative?
My dexterity's -1, okay?
Also an 8. but mine's a
Okay,
natural 8.
so let me see here. So Visca, what did you roll?
A 6.
6. Okay. Ziddy, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
Mhm.
Okay, Lunny, what did you roll?
8.
Oh, jeez. What's the better dexterity between you two?
Zinny.
Mine.
Okay.
Because mine was just a straight 8.
Yeah. All right. So, and I will roll for Eliusia. Okay. Eliusia.
What's doing? Why is this like
And
this?
the Ankeg.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Not very good. That's good for you guys. All right. So,
I'll take it.
all right. Visca. Let's move these down here.
Because they're not here.
They are not here. And the Ankeg. Okie dokie. It is Eliusia's turn. She rolled badly on the perception, didn't she? Like everybody else did.
Yeah.
Did you roll for her?
I don't think I did, actually. Let me roll.
Remedy that retroactively.
No, she rolled really bad. Okay, so she is surprised and can't do anything this turn. Zinni, I believe you were
My
also
turn.
surprised.
Probably.
Did you roll really bad on your perception check?
I think it was an 8.
Okay, yeah, so you are still surprised. You're basically like waking yourself up when you see these two Ankegs just emerge from the sand. Lunny,
Mhm.
you are awake, you can act.
Since I rolled a natural 20 to know what these creatures are, do I know anything specific about what kind of damage
Sure,
might be effective?
since you rolled a natural 20, you know these things can see in the dark. They have tremor sense, so they can feel vibrations on the ground. They have decent passive perception. Their vice, the mandibles are vice-like. So if they get those around you, they can make sure you don't get out. And they also can spray acid. but nothing, like actually, like no weaknesses to know of.
Okay. Because I'm going to start us off with a Chromatic Orb and use Lightning.
Okay.
Towards whichever one's nearest to me. I don't care.
Okay, we'll say that's the one behind you.
Yep. So that's a 20 to hit.
So 20 to hit absolutely hits.
So 3d8 lightning damage.
Nice.
Excellent.
$17.
17 points of damage. Very nice. Hang on just a second, because my game is lagging. There we go. All right, so basically you focus for a moment, your arms take a circular movement as you create the chromatic orb that's arcing with lightning, and it blasts force the Ankeg, which it hits it right in the carapace on its chest. It basically sparks off and engulfs it in electricity as you see it as it cries out. It took damage. It does not look like it appreciated that much. And that would make it Visca's turn, who was also surprised. So,
Yeah,
unless...
I rolled a 6.
Do any of you have the alert feat?
We don't have beats yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we don't have beats left
I wasn't
yet.
sure if somebody had, like, a feat because of their race or something. All right.
No, the only one that could would be Visca.
Okay, so it is the Ankeg's turn then. The Ankeg will... This one will go here and is going to acid spray. And
That's
that
rude.
is a 5... excuse me. 5 feet wide. Okay, so that means Eliusia, Luddy, and Visca will all have to make a DC 13 saving throw. Dexterity.
Cross is fucking dexterity. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
18.
And Eliusia.
The appearance of these creatures is homophobic.
Let me get Eliusia's character sheet up. That is a success either way. She's only level 2.
Which doesn't affect the ability score, thankfully.
Oh, yeah, but her 7 dexterity does.
Oh,
She
because it brings it
fails
down.
with an 11. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3d6. And that's 12 damage. Ooh.
At half damage for those of us that succeeded, or do we take no damage?
Half damage for those who succeeded.
So 6 damage.
So you see, basically, it arches back and breathes forward that that acid spray, and it blasts forward. And you see, like, Eliusia's bringing up her shield, but doesn't do so in time, and it just full force all over her. And you hear as she screams out in pain. It arcs by her, splashing both Luddy and Visca, but luckily, because of Eliusia's large stature, you guys didn't take as much as she did. It is the other Ankeg's turn, who is going to run up and bite at Visca.
Oh, that's rude.
Rude. What is your AC?
10.
Okay. And that's a +5, 11 hits. And that will be... Okay. 6. Okay, this is crushing damage. As you
Ow.
take a total of 9 damage as well as a little bit of acid as it leaks out onto the mandibles.
Ah.
You take 2 additional acid damage. Now I'm going to have you... oh, it's just automatic. You are now grappled in its pincers. As basically your arms are kind of pinched into your body, and it just raises you up in the air, and you can see the just bestial rage in its eyes, and you are its food. All right, next turn. Eliusia's turn. Eliusia, what can you do, Eliusia? She is going to cast Ray of Sickness. No, yeah. No, Chill Touch seems to be a good one, so... Chill Touch! Actually, that does 2d8. So yeah, Ray of Sickness on the one in front of her. I don't know why I rolled 2. Let me roll it again. I mean, she would have hit on either one of those, but gotta be fair here. She does not hit. So basically, you see her like focus forward. This blackish, purplish energy arcs from her hands, and the creature like dives into the ground real quick, and it goes overhead before it reemerges. Okay. It is now Zinni's turn. You are no longer surprised.
Okay. Well, I am going to look at the one that has a hold of Visca.
Okay.
Assuming that I didn't just miss it. Okay. And I am going to cast Mind Spike.
Ooh, Mind Spike. Oh, did you buy one of those scrolls?
What?
There was a scroll of Mind Spike that Otamu had. Or did you just buy it? Like, do you actually have Mind Spike?
I have Mind Spike.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, because you're the enchanter.
Well, that's a divination spell.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just yep. So let's see. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Yeah, because Onkegs are good at wisdom.
Well, I didn't choose Mind Spike because it would be easy for them to succeed.
Holy shit! It rolled a modified 20.
So it's still half. It's still half, and it's 3d8.
3d8, nice, very nice.
They're not good for their smarts. Well, this one's apparently smart.
19, so half is 9.
Yep. So 19, so it has taken a total of 26 damage as basically you focus on it and your minds connect for a moment, and then you feel its bestial nature and you crush its own instincts. You grab a hold of that section of its brain and you just crush it. And it reels back in pain. I will allow Visca to have a free escape attempt. So go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics choice, whichever is better for you.
I have a -2 in athletics. I'm gonna do acrobatics. 10.
10 is not enough. You're about to squirm out of it, and then the Ankeg kind of regains its bearing and crunches it back closed. All right, so that was Zinni's turn, and that means it is now Luddy's turn.
Okay, so are these things still technically like half in the ground?
No, they're out of the ground. They can burrow, but they're not.
Bastards. I'm gonna shoot it with another Chromatic Orb.
Okay, which one?
The one that has Visca.
Okay.
Hi, I have 3 HP left.
I'm gonna do this at second level. Does 15 hit?
Yeah, so 15 does hit.
Okay, so second level is 4d8.
Very nice.
14.
And you're using Chromatic Orb?
Yep. So lightning damage again. Considering it didn't seem to like that the first time.
Technically, there's no rules for this, so I'm going to have Visca make a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Lose my constitution.
Because you're using electricity and Visca is being
But
grappled.
you know what?
15.
Visca is technically not the one that's grounded.
That's fair. Science. Yeah, you're very right. You would have passed anyways with that roll, but okay. That is a very good point. So let me roll. Is there a check that it has to roll? I forgot.
No, it's an attack roll, so I
you
hit.
Yep.
So it took 14 damage.
14 damage total.
Yep.
And that would mean it has taken a total of 40 damage. All right. So basically, you see it like arch back. It's got Visca in its maw, and you actually see the electricity like circling through Visca. But because you're not grounded, it's not doing damage. And then it releases you, and you fall to the ground, and it arcs back and falls, and you hear a splash as it lands in the water. Okay, that was Lunny's turn. It is now Visca's turn.
Health potion.
Health potion? Alright.
What is that? Healing 2. What?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. 8.
8 damage restored. Excellent. Okay, that is a bonus action because I'm not an asshole. Technically, chugging a potion is supposed to be an action, but I think that's a stupid rule, so I make it a bonus action. Basically, my justification is that you have like belt loops specifically for potions.
I mean,
okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so that is your bonus action. What do you do for your action?
Who is the other one looking at?
Elysia.
Elysia, yeah.
It's the one that spit the acid line at us.
Smoosh it. Smoosh
Oh,
it. Smoosh
yeah,
it.
that's... Well, I'm going to use Magic Missile at the 2nd level.
Okay. It
So
hits.
let's... Yeah, 1d4
Because magic
plus...
missile. Second
Wait,
level would be 2d4, right? Because you shoot 2 missiles?
Well, technically speaking, I'm shooting multiple missiles, aren't I? Like, I have to reread it. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice up to... Hold on.
Okay, a dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage, and for every spell slot, you get 1 more dart, so you're technically doing 4d4 plus 4.
4d4
Excellent.
plus 4. Okay.
Yes.
Magic missile's a
4.
badass spell.
44 plus 4.
Okay.
14.
14 damage. That's not bad. All right.
Nice.
So, yeah, basically you focus forward. You see the orbs blast out from your hands, and they literally like circle around your allies, almost like a Gundam shooting missiles. You know how they arc out and then blast in. So basically, boom, 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 boom. You see the Ankhed kind of. All right. It is now the Ankhed's turn. Does he get a chance to get it back? All right, yeah. So he has a chance to get his spray back with a 6 on a die 6.
Yeah.
He rolled a 6. You see him arch back and sprays forward with that acid breath once again. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw, except for Zinni.
Sorry,
He's
but
just too short.
no, because I'm not in line.
Yeah, you're just not in the line. Okay,
I get it.
that's a fail.
I rolled a 7, and my dexterity is minus
Rolled a
1.
9.
Yeah, okay, that's also a fail.
Fuck.
And Elysia, minus 2 to this roll. Also a fail.
We all get hit.
Uh-oh. So that is 3d6 acid damage.
All ones.
Yeah, you could roll lucky. You do
No.
not. 14 damage.
Oh.
Hey, look, I'm dead again.
Oh, shit.
Are you just downed?
I have 0 HP.
So you're dying. You're dying.
I'm
you're
dying.
not. You're not dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I should have done that last time too, but I forgot about that. So we just kind of fast forward to a death scene.
It was more dramatic.
Yeah.
Was more dramatic.
All right. So Eliusia gets sprayed with the brunt of it, and you hear her like the sound of the elephant as she just reels back and falls to the ground, slightly steaming from the burn marks that the acid created. It arcs past and basically blasts forward on both Lunny and Visca. Visca, you are also down.
Yep.
So yeah, your body kind of reacts differently. Your skin begins to burn away like ash, and you fall to the ground, and you're basically smoldering with ash kind of going up into the air. Lunny, you're still up?
I'm still up.
Okay. So that means it is now Eliusia's turn. Eliusia will make a death saving throw.
Is it that saving throw?
And succeeds the first one.
So when you make a death saving throw, Fig, if
Uh-huh.
you roll below a 10, it's a fail. If you roll above a 10, it's a success. You need to get 3 successes and you don't die. If you get 3 fails, you die.
If you get
Oh,
hit,
okay.
if you get hit in melee, it's considered a critical strike, and you automatically lose 2. If you get hit by a
Oh.
ranged weapon, you take 1. And if somebody uses the medicine action, they can basically stabilize you,
Right.
which you're not back up, but you're at least stable, so you're not bleeding out, or in this case, burning to death.
Right.
Okay, so I will flip Eliusia. That's not what I was expecting.
Okay, so Lunny's
What
turn.
happened?
Lunny is going to get out of the line and try to hit it with another Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
Level 2.
Nice. All right, yeah, that absolutely
23.
hits.
For 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay. Plus the 14 is 32? 33. 33. Okay. So you basically, you concentrate, same electric orb blasts out from your hands and hits the creature, and you see as it arcs backwards. And that is your turn. It is now Visca's turn. Visca, make a death saving throw. Roll a die 20. Okay, that is one
Jesus.
death. That is one death failure. All right, and that makes it the Ankeg's turn.
Hey,
Oh, Zinni? Did I skip over Zinni?
you did.
I did skip over Zinni. I'm sorry. You
Zinni
should
should
have
have gone before me.
before Lunny. Yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry.
It needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, another wisdom saving throw. It has a +1 to this roll.
Nothing.
It failed. It got an 8.
All 8s. Come on.
Ooh.
19, motherfucker.
Okay, what was this spell? This was Mind
Mind
Spike
Spike.
again? Alright, so you see it like reeling back, and it's like about to like strike forward and basically grab a hold of Eliusia. But right as you do so, you basically focus on its mind, and it stops for a moment, and it like is struggling to like look in your direction. And its like eyes are wide open as you see blood come from its nostrils and then its eyes, and then you hear it just like make this guttural noise and then falls to the ground dead. Okay. Let me switch the music. Okie dokie. So it is.
I am. Now that the battle is done,
Oh, we're
I'm
still
gonna.
technically in initiative because
What?
of people dying. So it is Eliusia's turn. Eliusia will roll another death saving throw. And fails. Okay. All right, it is now Zinni's turn.
I am going to dump a healing potion down Visca's throat first.
Okay. Okay, is that a standard?
Yep, just a potion of healing.
All right, Zinni, go ahead and roll that since you're the one who is giving them the potion. 2d4 plus 2.
Potion.
Come on. There we go. All right. So yeah, you immediately heal 8 points of health, Visca, and basically the smoldering kind of comes back to you as the ash kind of. It does this sort of. Have you guys ever seen The Mummy? You know where like he like sucks in the essence of other people and his body begins to repair itself. That's basically what Visca's skin begins to do.
Except I'm sick of dying.
All right, it is now Luddy's turn. Eliusia is down.
Right. I'm debating if I want to make a medicine check or just use a potion of healing. Because not only am I proficient in medicine, I am also proficient with the herbalism kit.
That's true.
But I can't double apply proficiency bonus.
Do you have a medicine kit as well, or just the herbalism?
Just the herbalism
Okay.
kit.
Because a medicine kit makes it so you don't even have to roll. You can just stabilize somebody 3 times.
Right. So I'll just give her a potion of healing. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
So she heals 5 HP and she's back up. Not the best. But hey, it works.
Right.
Okay, so 5 points of HP. Bam. Why change it? All right. Good.
That's it. I'm changing her hair to white. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't mind.
I'm like, this is what happens when I make fucking Photoshop files. Is that sometimes I just go back to my old files and I just like recolor something, and I'm like, oh no, I like that.
I might still have a free mini on Hero Forge, so if I do, I'll export a new one.
So if I have to, I'll just buy it myself.
There you go. All right, so yeah, you basically force the potion down Eliusia's throat, and she kind of. Are they gone?
Yeah.
She picks herself back up and brushes herself off, and you see her take out a potion of her own and chugs it.
I made one bleed out its eyes.
Yay! Brain hemorrhage. 5 more HP. Not bad. Okay.
The question is, do we want to recover or do we want to start moving?
People can
Let's
roll
go
a
moving.
nature check if they would like.
Sure. I'll do it.
Sure.
Whee.
Because I'm proficient. Well, I'm not technically proficient, but I have a 7.
7. No.
I also got a 7.
Yeah, no.
Visca's paranoid. Let's keep moving. I don't want to know if we're sitting on a nest.
Do you want to give? You want to give me a minute? I had to head out to my kitchen to get.
Oh,
some
that's okay.
water.
Yep, that's fine. That's almost 10, so we'll probably wrap things up pretty soon. Boo, I'm
Many potions of
entertained. I'm
healing
sorry,
items?
Loki.
I've used
You, you've
one?
used 2.
I've used 2. Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure.
One when we almost
So,
when we got interrupted by the ogre, and one when
Yeah, I remembered the first one, but I was just like, did I do the second one? I don't know.
pretty sure you did.
I'm gonna guess that a 9 probably doesn't do a lot
No,
for
unfortunately.
nature.
I will have Ellie use your roll just in good measure. Nope.
I don't get
Jesus.
advantage from the book.
No, because it wasn't a survival check.
I know. Being a pain in the ass.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna head out?
I
Yup.
mean,
Fuck
Yeah.
this shit, I'm out.
All right. So you begin heading north by northeast again. I'm gonna have everyone make a. Well, actually, first I'm going to have someone make a die 12 roll again.
It's this button, right?
Yep, the one that looks like the
No, you rolled
octagon.
a D10.
Oh, the octagon.
Oh.
Yep.
It's an
okay.
octagon.
it's next to the D20.
Yes. It's an
They go in
order.
order, so it's
Yeah.
And a weapon. A
Ooh.
weapon!
Okay, so as you're
Oh.
basically traveling north, you see that the air is timid. There's like rarely any wind, and it's basically a smooth travel. You continue north by northeast for most of the day, and you actually see what looks like. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's have you guys roll a perception check.
Will the real dice hate me? Probably.
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 15.
Not bad. Not bad.
A 7!
A 7.
So an 8.
Okay. So it makes sense because Lunny is leading the party, and you're looking about, and you actually see what looks like this mound of sand, and there is a hand sticking out of it, limp.
Lenny's going to beeline for that because curious and confused.
Okay.
And
You head to the hand. If there is a body attached to it, it is under the sand.
yep. Move earth or mold earth to just
Yeah, you basically just focus, and it's like just brushing it away, and all of the sand just cascades away from it, and you see it looks like this corpse. It's definitely a corpse. It is charred, much like the other one, but not as grievous. It looks like a. Actually, you know what? Make a medicine roll for me.
Boop. 7.
7. You can kind of gather it probably didn't die from the burns. It may have died from lack of nourishment. You're not exactly sure what, but probably something along those lines.
That's unfortunate.
Shall I speak with this one?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt if he was with the other one. Might have been one of the ones that ran away.
Very well. And she goes over to it, kneels down, and focuses once more. You see its neck kind of cracks up and eyes open and looks at Eliusia. And you hear Eliusia begin to speak. Hello there, friend. Do we have permission to ask you questions? And you see it like it's about to spit, but nothing comes out because it's dead. And you hear, "You are scum, necromancer. Let me rest." Very well. And she cancels the spell. And it goes limp. And that's it. She did not have consent.
Well, that was rude.
Unfortunately, it comes with being a necromancer. Not everybody trusts us. Especially around these parts, it would seem. We should check its remains and see if there are any clues.
Right.
Who wants to do that?
Not me.
Me.
It will be an investigation check.
Me. I have a +6 in investigation.
Okay, okay, good.
Me. A fucking 10, because the dice hate me.
So you're kind of going through his belongings. You find a menial 3 silver. You find You find 3 empty water skins, and no rations to speak of. And you also see a pouch as well, and you kind of open it up, and it looks like there's sand inside.
Cool. I'm disappointed.
Why does he have a pouch of sand?
Yeah, that's why I'm disappointed. Well, I guess I'll take the money.
Okay. Do you tell everybody what you found, or?
Yeah, might as well. The man has a pouch of sand, guys. And some coin. Who wants it?
Well said.
Loki asks, edible sand?
Edible sand.
I mean, I guess all sand is edible if you believe in yourself.
It's because just like, I was on the verge of dying, this probably can't hurt me. Takes like a little bit of sand and just shoves it in her mouth. Spits it out, not edible.
The sand that was in the bag?
Yeah.
So as you grab a hold of it, you notice that when you disturb the sand, it turns blackish.
Excuse?
You're about to throw it in your mouth, but when you have you ever seen the red sand that's there's this red sand when you brush it away, it looks like regular sand most of the time, but as soon as you step foot in it, it will leave a red foot mark. It's kind of like that, but it's black.
Can I do I don't know if this would be history
Arcana
or nature
would be the best thing.
Arcana.
Yeah,
Okay, Arcana. I
Arcana.
want to do an Arcana check then because I also have a +6 in Arcana. Dice, stop being a dick to me. Oh,
Ooh,
There you
a
go.
modded 22.
that's very nice. Okay, hang on just a second.
All I have to do is complain.
So as you're looking about it, you kind of it doesn't burn your hands or anything, but it smells stale, and you remember some of your teachings of this special dust, this special sand that they make that is usually applied to basically get into locked places or places barred by metal, and the properties of it of the sand actually corrodes metal. It is called the dust of corrosion, and it does 4d8 necrotic damage to metal.
Dibs on the bag.
And that is an official D&D item, so you can put that on your character sheet. Dust of corrosion.
Cool. How do I do that again? Manage inventory?
Yep, manage inventory and then search for dust of corrosion.
My thing. Okay, let's see. Dust of Ooh. Why is there a dust of deliciousness?
Dust of deliciousness was actually used in Critical Role campaign 2.
A reddish brown dust that can be greatly improved flavor. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I will add dust of corrosion to my equipment.
Okay. And it only has one application.
Don't throw any at me.
I won't. I promise. And I'm not being sarcastic either.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so that's pretty much all you find on him. Nothing that you can really use. And then you guys continue on?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll end the chapter there. You have found 2 bodies so far, and you will continue on your journey next week. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and hopefully next week I can actually get the stream avatars working, but who knows? We'll see. But
I'm
yeah,
sad. I want my shark back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We were supposed to do a giveaway, but we didn't hit the 3 chatter mark, so unfortunately we didn't give anything away today. But as soon as we get those 3 active chatters, we're going to be doing a giveaway, and you have a choice between your either a hand-painted miniature or a custom stream avatar that will not only be used in stream avatar, but as well as the upcoming Upforce game that I'm working on for one of my other projects. So something to look forward to. And hope you guys
dated
join
your
us next week.
thing wrong today, and it angered me.
Yes, I saw that, and I was informed, and I corrected it. So,
Thank you.
but thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Table flip. Oh, it's lagging,
Bye.
of course.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
I already hit the button.
There it goes. All right, bye.
A lot of sand.